I wake up in the morning, the coin's on the rise. I'm gonna get some money in and come along for the ride. You know I'll get a second mortgage and max out my cards, because I know it's gonna moon all the way to the stars. Oh man, I'm gonna quit my job. These crypto coins are gonna make me a lot. I can't wait to see, I better check it now. Crap is going down, better get my money out. I'm like, oh, bought into the FOMO, bought the highs and I sold the lows. Oh, damn man, what am I gonna do now? Oh, bought into the FOMO, bought the highs and I sold the lows. Oh, damn man, what am I gonna do now? Damn man, what am I gonna do? I thought that this coin was headed straight to the moon. My hands were made for this, I always took it and quit. Now I'm wishing that I had it, cause it pumped as soon as I did. Around the corner is where I'm at. Come and see me, I'll be sure to ask, would you like fries with that? Would you like fries with that? Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 Lambo. No, 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 Lambo. Yo, man, this is what I did. I bought Bitcoin 20,000. I was ready to live, you know I buy high, sell low. Never let my profits grow. Yo, hand me all your trash and I'll stick it in my stash. From the big connects, line connects, all the coins that make me 1%. The dented coins, ledger coins, all the coins that don't make any sense. Just send them to me, man, and I'll dump them if I can. Cause 2018 sucks and I need a couple bucks. Oh, bought into the FOMO, bought the highs and I sold the lows. Oh, damn man, what am I gonna do now? Oh, bought into the FOMO, bought the highs and I sold the lows. Oh, damn man, what am I gonna do now?
I was broke, unemployed, I was starting to slouch. I was sleeping in the basement on my mama's new couch. That's when I heard it all, a chance to skirt it all. A money like my last girl,
Completely virtual.
got the top graphic cards, got a power supply, a microprocessor, a motherboard, a tower and drive. I put the RAM in the RAM slot, drive in the larger bay. Topped it off, 2 fans, like a Chargers game. Price spiked to 30, I missed out, I fear. Crudely assemble a rig like a BP engineer. My friends and family smile and smirking or make fun of me, but I'ma make them eat their words because I'm gonna be a Bitcoin billionaire. Spending money like I don't care. Mining coin in my underwear. I'm gonna be a Bitcoin billionaire. Selecting software and reading the notes. I'm picking out my favorite miners like a Penn State coach. Pick me a digital wallet for holding all my amounts. Read up on all the ways to open lots of accounts. Of inflation, but this is crypto, baby. Central bank decentralization. The script, I flipped it. Laptop encrypted. My life was rotten, now all my cotton's ejected. And on my vacation, I'm crypto supplying, and they call me gentrification. The way I'm black modifying. Friends asking, what's the best part of your newfound treasury? I say, reminding you how you told me I'd never be a Bitcoin billionaire. Spending money like I don't care. Flash drives in the underwear. Now that I'm a Bitcoin billionaire. The cash was never ending, yo, I'm scaling fun and rowdy. I was spending like a 7 on a scale from 1 to Saudi. Call it mad banking. All night and all weekend, my rig is Al Franken. Grabs what it can while you sleeping. Just try outspending me, and you'll see I'm on a mission. Drop more Satoshis than a clumsy Japanese obstetrician. But I ain't open to splits, don't care if it's best or not. Opposing forks like a Chinese restaurant. I went from geek to chic, from basic to ASIC. I went from basement squatting to yachting, from basin to basin. Went from no friends in depression to peer-to-peer legend. More contrasting language to establish the impression I'm a Bitcoin billionaire. Spending money like I don't care. Then one day there was a solar flare. I was a Bitcoin billionaire. spending money like I don't care. Now I just pawn my underwear. Used to be a Bitcoin billionaire. Any change that you can spare? I'd settle for a Dogecoin. I'm so desperate.
Reading fortune, I just got the news. I can be a millionaire too. Check the OP, what did he do? Gas in his bag so they go to the moon. Spent half an eighth, I got 1 million coins like the real McCoy. You know I feel that joy, cause if it goes to a buck, I won't believe my luck. And now 10 on my Lambos for me and my friends. Butterfly doors, but I'm already in dock. Trump is like Biff from my squad on the block. Jamming with a hold alive. Chat rooms, we scroll at night. Bitcoin ether, been told twice. Now I hold my ish like it's Moldavite. Going to the stars, cause it's only right. Read the white paper, I was sold that side. Now I shield my shit coins, cause I'm overhyped. We can't get take the pressure. Cashing out for you was tether. My craft ship shape as she sails through stormy weather. With pleasure, come with me on this endeavor. I will be smoking fat joints on Italian leather. Crypto fam, welcome to Lambo land. Crypto fam, hot racing like ambulance. Crypto fam, welcome to Lambo land. Crypto fam, hot racing like ambulance. This goes out to my crypto squad and the crypto gods. Blockchain clearing that fiscal clog. Rolling through town like the Frisco fog. Push the button, bought some coins. Now push the button, start my whip. Used to push my feet through the tenderloin. Now I'm pushing this spaceship. Some thought it was a bubble. Now vision doubled. Wishing they had taken the trouble. Hardware wallets, private keys, no more paper and duffels. Bank staying puzzled. Now I'm going for hikes. Have the mountain sex. My returns just hit 10,000x. Used to be humble. Now I proudly flex. Should I fly to Dubai or Saudi next? And I only cashed out part of my assets. Hodled to my last breath. Not the one to half step. It's so strange. Wealth is like a rebirth. Clawed my way out of debt. Fueled by my research. Crypto fam. Welcome to Lambo land. Crypto fam. Hot racing like ambulance. Crypto fam. Welcome to Lambo land. Crypto fam. Hot racing like ambulance.
Stop being a panic seller. I'm John McAfee, and I approve this message.
Every 10 seconds, someone panic sells at a new all-time low.
Yeah, don't be this guy.
I seen the market drop it, I don't think it stop it. The voices in my head keep yelling. I guess I'm panic selling. Guess I'm panic selling.
What's up, guys? First question, can you hear me? Welcome to the Small Arms Syndicate AMA, where we update you on everything that we have going on, as well as release our project trailer that we've been working on for months that I'm very excited to share with you. If you can hear me, let me hear a yeah in the chat, or let me see a yeah in the chat real quick. Yeah in the chat, let me see it. Let me see if you guys can hear me. Can you, when we get a SAS song soon, it's gonna happen. We're gonna get a SAS theme song, anthem song.
You could say it's gonna be sassy.
Yes, all right, sweet. All right, I think you might have heard him, but here we go. We're gonna introduce Max, the other co-founder of Small Arms Syndicate, and here he is. Boom, we got Max with us.
What's going on, everybody?
Can you hear him?
Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
Let me see it.
We're down.
It's down.
Sorry, team. We decided you could see my face but not hear my voice.
All right, should be good now.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Can they hear me now?
Oh yeah, yes they can.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up, guys?
I'm Max. Good to see everybody in the chat. See lots of activity. Awesome. We are excited to share with you guys what we've got today.
So, real quick, Max, just talk about yourself a little bit. Let the community know who you are.
Well, I have known Jared now. We met way back in our DJing days, back when we were wedding DJs together. And I am been a longtime friend of his now ever since then. How long now, Jared?
It's like 12 years.
Like 12
probably.
years.
Yeah,
now.
12 years.
Yeah. So we started doing that. I'm married with a kid and a second one on the way, coming up here in October. And Jared and I, just one night, we were having some drinks and talking about our mutual love for NFTs, and we decided to start a project of our own. And with Jared being so prominent in space, we decided we'd give it a go, and we've been working hard at it ever since. So I'm super excited for everybody to get to see me, get to see what we've got to present to you guys today. We are super stoked about this trailer.
We are. And you heard him call me Jared. Jared is actually my real name. Ryan is my middle name, but I'm Red Ryan has been my gamer tag and everything for the last 20 years. So that's what I go with. So a little bit more about me. So real quick, we want to start the stream with the trailer. So if you guys have any questions about it, you can add it on into the OG chat. If you have more questions that you want us to answer, we're going to be answering them for the next 30 minutes after we release the trailer. Send them into the OG chat. We'll read them. We're going to go through all of them. Everyone's going to get their questions answered. And with that, here we go. The Small Arms Syndicate project trailer. Boom. I was actually watching the trailer live, so there's a little bit delay.
Sorry, we get excited every time it comes up too. We get a little distracted.
Yep, you got a nice shot of me watching and enjoying the trailer on my other monitor. So that's it. That's what we got going on. What'd you guys think? Let us know your thoughts.
Fire in the comments, throw in any additional questions that you guys got.
Yeah, we're very excited about it. We're going to be using that to promote the project overall a lot for not only Small Arms Syndicate, but also for the whole zoo ecosystem. But yeah, that's been several months in the making. We're very happy to finally share it with you guys. We're going to upload it to YouTube by itself and on Twitter so we can use it for all kinds of marketing. All right. So with that, we're going to get into the questions. Like I said, if you haven't joined the OG chat, join it. You can find the link in one of your NFT, in one of your Small Arms Syndicate NFTs in the unlockable content. With that, here we go. First question comes from Roger, who's been a I'm Red Ryan OG for years.
The most important question.
The most important question. Do you like cats? And I do. Cats are great. Yeah, there you go. Cats.
Me not so much.
You don't like cats.
Not so much. More of a dog guy.
All right. Li Meow, which kind of sounds like cattish, but I might be saying that wrong. He's asking Li Meow. You said in the last AMA that one of your plans was to automate payments after each sale instead of allowing a stash to build before distribution. Is that up for discussion? Only I preferred the build-up as it's done now, rather than hundreds of microtransactions. That makes sense. So the idea was actually to build it up still, but then whenever the time comes, the smart contract would just automatically send it out. So I don't have to manually take care of that, which will be the focus, especially when we get the Rex decks. We're talking about possibly making a little bit of a change that has to do with the Rex decks on it, but we haven't ironed out the details yet. We were thinking about possibly making a staking pool where the royalties get deposited into a smart contract and then sent out to you guys, and then over time you guys just have to come back and claim whenever you feel like it. But this is open for discussion, not a set in stone plan. We're just talking about ideas now that we're doing the Rex decks. When you build the Rex decks, this is from Cam, when you build the Rex decks, is there a plan to incorporate multi-chain functionality? If so, is this a short, medium, or long-term aim? We definitely want to do multi-chain in the long run, but really the Small Arms Syndicate is our zoo loyalist. We don't want to really offer our stuff on other platforms like OpenSea or anything like that. We are going to stay exclusively with the Zoo ecosystem. So whenever they go multi-chain, we'll go multi-chain. That's going to be how we do it. So that's our plan as of now. Can you highlight how the attributes of each SAS will be incorporated into the game? For example, would one that is holding a weapon do more damage in-game than a SAS without a weapon?
First of all, we absolutely love that idea of it increasing attack damage for those that are carrying weapons. Absolutely. For those, but yes, the specific attributes will have an impact in-game on certain attributes, depending on the style of what it is. Like, for instance, like you said, with the weapon, increasing attack damage, and there will be other ones that would increase defensive stats or other special ability stats, which we'll have all those released at a later date for you guys.
Yeah, it will all be included on the Gitbook on how this all is going to work once we iron out all the details, which we've been working on it. You'll see that as soon as it's ready. Is there any possibility of a mutant SAS? I remember BAYC sold NFTs of serums, and they were able to combine it with their BAYC to create a mutant. Is there any way to incorporate that? A mutant extinct would be pretty incredible. So we've actually talked about this, but there's no plans as of now to do that. What was
But it has been talked about
has
since
been
the
talked about.
very, very beginning of us having something similar, maybe something of a extinction level event. Obviously, this was pre even our extinct skins, which obviously we've come to find out you guys love very much as we do. But yes, something like that is definitely, we've talked about it, but it's not something we're going to be concerned about until we get probably further into the game development or anything like that.
Yeah, and we basically said a joke that we had was that the extincts, they're already extinct, so if you turn them into a mutant, they're basically just a pile of dust at that point. I mean, so, you know.
Which we thought might be quite
Well, it might be pretty
Extinct
funny.
holders may not find it that
Yeah,
funny.
pretty funny, but kind of a terrible NFT, but whatever. I really think the token allocation needs to be looked at to allocate funds for the team. Is this something that you have considered? Yes, so there is going to be, since we weren't planning on doing the Rex decks at the beginning, there is going to be some changes on how the tokenomics is going to work. One thing that won't change is the amount that's going to be airdropped to our NFT holders. So that will be untouched. Everything else, there will be adjustments because we are now doing the Rex decks, which is the coolest sounding decks I've ever. The Rex decks. I love that name. Yeah,
we absolutely loved it.
That's really what sold us on
And
the
it's
Rex
the biggest motivation
decks.
behind us absolutely wanting to do it.
All right. This is from John. How does the team feel about token tax for SAS token? I'm indifferent. A tax is a free percentage fee on every transaction designated for certain purposes: burning, LP, buyback, treasury, and other types of fund allocations. We have no plan to do a tax fee on transactions. Our token is going to be used for the entire SAS ecosystem. So we're going to use this token in game whenever our game is developed and ready to go. It's going to be the token that is used for our decks and anything else that we have coming up. And I don't really see our currency being one that needs a tax fee because I want people to be using it all the time. So as of now, no plans for that. Probably won't happen, but you know, we're open to the community's ideas. If it's something that is desired, we can probably be sold on it. But as of now, no. Previously, the tokenomics were written out, but now Rex Dex was announced. Is the tokenomics that was previously released going to be upheld? So this question was already asked. So the only thing that's not changing in the tokenomics right now is the airdrop. Everything else, there might be some adjustments here and there.
Everything else is subject to change.
Yeah. I've seen mention of zoo boosters being used. Will that be Dex, game, or both? So that, like I actually, I was talking to Max earlier about this. The plan is to use it wherever we can because I want to, like I said, we're zoo loyalists. We want to be very part of the growth of the entire ecosystem, and I thought it'd be awesome to incorporate the boosters into our game. So we'll need the zoo team's help to accomplish that. So if we can accomplish it on both, we'll use it on both. Right now, the main focus will be incorporating it into our decks whenever that's ready. So that's our focus. I'm not sure about the game yet, but definitely in the decks is what the goal is. With the game not quite in development yet, what criteria is being focused on for potential game studio? Will you hire on devs and make it in-house or pay a studio to do it? Our dream is to create our own studio that develops multiple games.
It's one of the driving forces behind us doing this in general.
Yes.
Big dream of ours, for sure.
Big dream. If we have the funds, we're going to do it ourselves. If we don't have the funds, we're going to hire a studio to make it for us. Main goal, create our own studio and make the dream happen. If not, paying a studio like YGG would be awesome too. So that's where we're at with that.
All right, Jerry, we need to hop back one. We jumped over one.
Oh, I did?
It says, what, if any, additional fundraising opportunities are you looking at? Will the SAS team sell equity/coins to outside investors for money? Private sales, ICO, shares, etc.
So since we're based in the United States, we will not be doing anything like that. The only thing that will be happening is our NFT holders will be gifted an airdrop of our token. And the rest will be distributed through our game and through our decks, through LP farming, staking, and play to earn through our future game.
As well as our merch store that's in the works.
Yes, our merch stores. We have a merch store that will be coming in the future. All right, so let's see here. Got to get through the banter here.
JGB and Michael banter. Here we go. All right, down here to Jaffe here.
Yep. All right. Would you be able to tell us some more about how the renting of our NFTs in-game will work? Is owning and renting an NFT going to give you massively enhanced stats/awards in-game? How do you use... Oh, so there's 3 questions here. I'll start with that.
Start with that one.
So how renting will work is we envision it as an open marketplace. If you want to rent out one of your NFTs, you set a price. If someone's willing to pay it, then you get that money for a certain time. Like say, I want to rent out my NFT for 7 days, and this is how much it costs. If there's a buyer out there that would rather rent than go buy an NFT, then that's how you will get rewarded. As far as like enhancing stats, the stats will be the same regardless if you rent it or not. But NFT holders will get enhanced stats because they own an NFT, which incentivizes people to come and rent it from you if they don't own one.
Otherwise, they're just going to be playing with a generic T-Rex.
Yeah.
In-game.
How do you see the staking of our NFTs working? Will this be on the Rex decks? Yes, it'll be on the Rex decks. We are not quite there as far as figuring out exactly how it's going to work because we're finishing minting right now and working on putting together the team behind the Rex decks because this was not something that we had planned in the beginning. So we're putting it together now and we're going to get it out as fast as we can.
With Zoo Games incorporating mirror addresses, is this something you anticipate SAS using, and is multi-chain going to play a big part in the SAS future?
So we're going to obviously use what the Zoo ecosystem is building because there's a lot of incentives for us because it will make it a lot easier to integrate our NFTs and incorporate our game into the ecosystem. So I'm sure we'll be using the mirror address because that's a major part of their whole build. So, okay.
All right. Another one from John. In regards to LP rewards, how long is the planned emissions schedule? For example, Zookeeper has 2 years per chain for LP incentive distribution. I realize this is pretty early still.
No idea. We haven't gotten that far into it, but I don't want it to be limited to 2 years. I want it to be something that sustains itself for a very, very long time. So it won't be quick. It'll be over several years. I can tell you that much. But we haven't gotten that far into it, so I can't give you a solid answer on that yet.
We are actively working on it.
Yeah. Any thoughts about the airdrop distribution, all at once or like a timed unlock sort of thing? It'll probably, so every single SAS NFT is going to get 25,000 of our token. Doesn't matter the rarity, whatever. That's what you're getting. And then if you own a NFT that is rarer than the rest, we're going to have a scoring system that'll tell us how much each NFT is going to get for a bonus airdrop. So that first 25,000, it won't be a time lock. It'll just be in your wallet as soon as we distribute it. And that'll be right before we're ready to release the Rex decks. There's no time on that currently, but once we finish minting and our focus can go mainly on that, we will have a timeline ready for you guys. As far as the bonus, haven't figured out if we're going to do a time lock yet, but we'll see when we get there.
Next one from Michael. What are your thoughts on privacy in crypto? Do you believe privacy-preserving features are needed? If so, what areas would you like to see privacy implemented within the SaaS ecosystem?
I'm not sure. I mean, I guess it's up. We could offer it, but I'm not sure I haven't really thought about this question at all, or this use in the SaaS ecosystem at all. I know on OneChain, when you do a transaction, you can do a private transaction. So I don't know if that's something we're going to build into our ecosystem.
Yeah, it's absolutely something we haven't given a lot of thought to, but definitely something we will consider.
Yeah. To add to this, funding is currently largely dependent on the price of Zoo. What are your plans for game development and additional funding if Zoo price takes longer than we all anticipate to recover? Well, the additional source of income we're going to have is through the Rex decks once we release that. Another source will be our merch store as we continue to grow our community. People are going to want some merchandise to put their NFTs on, so we're going to offer that. And then once we get the decks rolling in, we should be bringing in some extra funds to help progress our entire project. As of right now, that's the only thing that we have planned because we're a small team, so we can only take on so much at one time. But yeah. What use cases do you see for the Rex token? What will be the major value propositions of holding that token? So it's going to be used for everything. It's going to be used to buy
entire ecosystem.
Yes, we're going to have a marketplace in the game. We're going to have it's going to be the token used in the Rex decks, and we want to implement some kind of system where if you hold a certain amount of the Rex is the name of the token we're going to go with. If you hold a certain amount, you can use it for fees through the decks. It's something that we want to try to make happen. And as of right now, it's going to be used for everything. So there should be a lot of use cases in holding the token because we plan on building a game, a dex, and whatever else we come up with. But there should definitely be we're going to add a lot of value to it. Sorry, my brain farted there.
It happens.
Question for AMA. What is the highest airdrop token quantity that will be achieved? Most likely this will happen for the extincts. Is that there is 25K per SAS NFT, 250 million total, plus a 50 million spread out over rarity score. This averages out to 30K each, but some will probably have more than 30K. Curious if you know the upper limit of this airdrop. Not sure yet because we're going to use our scoring system to kind of figure out what the distribution needs to be based on how rare certain ones are and how not rare certain ones are. So once we get there, I'll have an answer to this question. As of now, the only thing that I can say for sure is that every single NFT is going to get 25K of our token. What is your ultimate vision for SaaS? My ultimate vision for SaaS is to build something that I wanted. Whenever we came up with SaaS, we were looking for this on OpenZoo, but no one was making it. And so finally we were like, well, why don't we do it? Because it's not there. Why wait for somebody else whenever we can just put it together? The ultimate vision for SaaS is to create an entire ecosystem in the crypto space, in the gaming space. We're huge gamers. We have a game night with all of our bros every Tuesday night, and we've been doing that since COVID started because we had to do something. So we created game night on Tuesday because we were all stuck in our house. And so we've always talked about how we wanted to make a game and how we want to be involved in the gaming space. And then we are very passionate crypto investors, and I sleep I dream about crypto. I wake up and check crypto. I'm very passionate about the space. So I wanted to create a game that incorporates everything that I love into one thing. And I don't want to just make a game that is fun because you earn crypto playing it. I want to make a game that is incredibly fun, that you're just playing it because you love to play it, and not because you can make
It's an added
crypto
that you can
off
make
of it.
crypto off of it as well.
So the ultimate vision is to create like a story, a universe within both areas, gaming and crypto. Michael, I know you mentioned starting a comic book, and I loved that idea because it'll help build the entire story of our universe.
The lore of the SAS universe.
Yes, and so that is something that I'm going to pursue as soon as I'm done minting heavily, because that would handle so many things for us, creating a story through a comic book for the Small Arms Syndicate universe. Okay, describe the game at a high level and what users might experience. We know about factions, third person, Badlands servers. There's a lot of wiggle room or missing context. Give us more. Starting zones, levels, inventory, PvE, PvP, quest vehicles, monsters, dungeons, guild versus guild, matchmaking, open world, gold versus SAS token, skills/professions. Will you consider a early access, alpha, beta to help fine tune? Just some starter things. Yes, well, there will definitely be a beta and an alpha testing time to help us get through all the bugs whenever we get to that point.
Absolutely.
How I see the game is a game that's fighting over land. There's going to be people that have more fun, like going out into the land and creating or getting resources for their faction, so their faction can use these resources to build up their defenses in their what's the word? The areas, or like, you got different sections. I can't think of the word.
And the land areas.
The land areas, whatever, where you can, the more resources you have, the more defensive your area will be. I know PvE/PvP, that is definitely something that we're going to include, because I want this game to cater to not only the hardcore gamer that'll spend 7 days a week playing it, but also the guy that wants to be casually just coming on and getting a few things done and then calling it a day. Guild versus guild, we're going to obviously Zoo came out with guilds, and I'd love to see what that looks like, so we can see how we can incorporate that into the game. Matchmaking, open world, there's going to be different levels of servers, like the hardcore gamer server, where there's going to be maybe a limit of 200 people, and it lasts a week, and through that week you try to hold lands to get income off the currency. And then as other factions come in, they can try to take it from you. And there's going to be servers that are more based towards the casual gamer, where it'll be shorter time limits and smaller teams. So it's going to be based off, the game's going to be catered to different play styles: casual gamer, hardcore gamer, and we're going to allocate certain amounts of play to earn to each section of that. Let's hear, what else did you say? Giving starting zones. I'm not sure what starting zones is. Levels and an inventory. We're definitely going to have a marketplace within the game where you can buy certain NFT upgrades or like weapons or something like that within the game, so you can upgrade your player by spending the SAS token in-game on different on attribute upgrades or inventory items, like a health boost or a stamina boost or something like that. We've been talking, something that I've been thinking about recently, that if any of you have played Rust, this is a good example of kind of what I'm thinking, of being able to actually build up your land with like walls and bases and outposts and crafting areas, which we're going to have the idea of all this, and all the major details will be in our Git book once it's ready. We're just fine-tuning everything. So that, I hope that gives you a better idea of what the vision of the Small Arms Syndicate video game is going to be, because that's what I've got for you so far. Open world, it'll be open world on separate servers, and there will be a time frame for that on that server to give you guys time to build up, and then after that week it'll reset and people can start fresh.
Tentatively a week.
Yeah,
We're
tentatively
not
a
sure
week.
What the time frame will be.
What we didn't want is for one faction to get so strong that they just monopolize the entire game. So that's why we were thinking we're going to do time frames for each faction to have the opportunity to build up and control that season of that server. Okay.
Right. Will you make a SAS guild on Zoo Racers? To be a member, you have to own SAS.
Yes, absolutely. We'll make a guild.
Absolutely we will be doing
Yes. And yes, you have to own a SAS NFT to join. We'll be like one of the coolest guilds in the ecosystem, in the zoo ecosystem. All right. Will you make a SAS guild? Oh, wait. We just did that.
Yep.
Lay out any and all known extinct perks. Lay out any. Okay, so you're going to have a first perk is the one you guys already know. You get 20% of the stash. You're going to have an exclusive staking bonus on the Rex decks. And I'm sure there's going to be bonuses for the game. I don't want to say anything yet because we're still fine-tuning what the bonus will look like in-game. But right now, you get 20% of the stash, and whenever we release the Rex decks, you're going to get an exclusive staking bonus for owning an extinct.
We promise it will be very lucrative.
It'll be very lucrative. All right. Let's see here. Thank you guys very much. Okay, Sneaker's question. I read this earlier today. For the AMA, I pulled this from WandScan, so it was accurate about 1 p.m. U.S. Central Time. Or Central, whatever. You have a good mix of small and large holders. My question is, what is the incentive for a new person to buy in? Most of the SAS left on the marketplace are all awesome, but clearly less desirable by virtue of being unsold. The desirable traits are dominated by the large holders, and when trying to grab one at mint, it's a real crapshoot. But it tends to lead towards a few people who have a better connection or method. So I've been thinking about this recently because I've been seeing the comments while we're minting, and I've seen that you guys, certain people have been frustrated. The incentive to buy just any NFT is you get to be a part of the stash distribution. You get to stake on our Rex decks. You get attribute boost in our game whenever we release it. And it doesn't matter how unrare it is, every single NFT is going to get that. And then every single NFT is going to get an airdrop as well. So it is hard to get the rare ones right now because there's so many people that are going after them. Yes, because you guys are so awesome and are really helping motivate us to just do as much as we can to add value to the project. But something I thought about is possibly doing a raffle to where I list, hey, mint 7,800 and mint 7,850 is going to be minted today. You can go buy a raffle ticket, get your mint number, and then whatever that mint is what you get. This is just an idea. If this is something that you guys think is cool, then we can pursue it. But I'm definitely going to ask the community and kind of figure out if there's a way to make everyone happy on this. I think there are people that enjoy the excitement of just watching them mint and then trying to get one, and if they get it, awesome. If not, whatever. So I want to cater to both sides of it. So I'll release you guys let me know in the Small Arms Syndicate community what you thought about the idea I just said, and then I'll release a poll as well and kind of get votes and see where everyone's head's at, and try to figure out how to make everyone happy with that. All right, let's see here. Have you thought about how you will sell the leftover SAS, since it isn't a blind buying process like the Zoogene sale? Undesirable SAS NFTs may be difficult to move. I just answered this for Sneaka, basically. There's value in every single SAS NFT.
Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with a generic T-Rex NFT with basic attributes that match any other generic T-Rex in-game.
So, not only do they get a piece of the stash, they're going to get attributes in the game. You are going to get gifted an airdrop, and you're still, even if it's not as desirable as some others, you're still going to be able to rent it out in game and help someone out who doesn't have an NFT by getting them that attribute boost. So, yeah. anyways, guilds can pool NFTs together, so it seems it should be okay. So that's not a question.
I believe we run through
All right.
all the questions.
I think we've gone through all of them. If I believe I didn't miss any.
I didn't, but tags in the chat for sure. Hit us up in the chat if we definitely missed any. If you got any, you happen to be on the chat on YouTube, feel free to throw them in there real quick. We'd be happy to answer them over the next few minutes as well.
Let me go through the comments here. There's an echo. Oh. Impressed. Nice. Love seeing that you guys liked the trailer. I forgot to ask, are the OG Wandalorian NFTs going to feature? I remember you saying you hoped they would be involved somehow. Thanks. Oh, yes. My Wandalorians. Yes. I'm going to do something with them. That was a project I was doing with my wife, and I can't get her to work as fast as I want her to. So we're going to, because she's a stay-at-home mom and takes care of our beautiful kids. Definitely there's going to be a bonus for the people that are holding that. Don't know what it is yet. Haven't gotten there yet. So let me see these other comments. Because I'm buying them all. Blind sales and fair chance of getting a gem. Yep. All right. Well, guys, we've gone through everything.
Throw up in the chat if seeing my face was worth it.
Yes.
I hope I didn't let you down.
I hope Max's face was everything that you hoped it would be. Because if not, sorry. Sorry, I guess.
Stupid face. That's totally subjective. That's up to you. My wife needs to like it.
Yeah, he is married, so I guess it was a good enough face to lock something down. But yeah, that's all we have for today.
I think another announcement we want to make sure everybody knows. Our plan is with these AMAs, we'd like to do them at least once a month.
Yep.
For you guys, so we'll be doing another one here in about a month. So we'll have another August one. I think we want to kind of nail down a general time of the month that we want to do that. So if you guys want to give us a shout out as to when the best time would be as far as a day. We know we got SAS users all over the world, so it's tough for us to nail down a specific time for everybody to be there when they'd like to. But obviously this video will be posted for you guys to see later. And we're always happy to answer any questions within the Telegram, within the Discord. That's another thing you guys will see from me. We're going to be really ramping up all of our socials. We'll be starting a separate Small Arms Syndicate YouTube channel as well as a TikTok channel as well. We're going to be ramping up our Twitter posts as well as Facebook and Instagram. We really want to be hitting all the socials for sure. As well as we'd like to grow our Discord community. So we want to be growing that as well. We all love Telegram, obviously, but Discord's another big one that a lot of NFT users use.
Yep.
So we know it's absolutely important to get that growing as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll answer John's question here. If you get to a studio, multiple games, would these NFTs be used in all of them? Would the Rex token be used in all of them? Yes and yes. Yes, this is a ecosystem where everything is incorporated into everything. We might release, there's no confirmation on this. We might do mutant SAS NFTs like way down the road. Everything that is a part of Small Arms Syndicate will be involved in every single thing that we do. And there's going to be one token for all of it. Also, alongside the time expiry servers, what about having a matchmaking lobby style versus match similar to Call of Duty or Gears of War? Yeah, we can look into something like that.
We intend on having multiple different game modes. Mm-hmm. So we intend on the one that Jared talked about being our flagship game mode.
Yes.
So to speak. But we also intend on there being dozens of other game modes that we know people enjoy, because we know there's a variety of different gamers out there who like different game modes. So it is definitely something that we're looking at it and that we're intending to do.
Yep. All right, well, that is it for now, guys. Thank you again for joining. As Max said, we're going to try to do this once a month. And we're excited about everything that we have going on. We are $10,000 away from 100K in volume traded on OpenZoo. And that's amazing. We could not be more excited. We are 5 to 6 months old. We've already done 90K in trading volume.
Like you said, we couldn't be more excited, and we couldn't be more appreciative of you.
More motivated.
Yeah, and more motivated. The way this has been blowing up, we are more motivated than ever, and we're really putting the work in, guys. We really want to get this rocking for you guys as quickly as possible, and make our dreams come true, obviously.
Yeah. All right. Glad we have you guys. Thank you for being a part of Small